Call of Duty going back to its roots, NBA All-Star Weekend next weekend, all on this week's Let's Connect. Let's do this. Thank you, Battlefield 1, for just putting a fire under Call of Duty's butt. Now, the reason I say that is this week Call of Duty announced that they're going to go back to its roots. And right now, I don't know what that means. I heard someone say that they're going to put their boots back on the ground, which is kind of funny. But Call of Duty, man, let's just start off. Call of Duty 1, I remember playing. It was for the PC. And it was World War II time, of course. And the game was fantastic. It was so much fun. It was fresh. And I think one of the big things for Call of Duty 1 is it broke away from your just one man wreaking havoc, taking everybody out like the Medal of Honor series was. Medal of Honor was cool and fun, but I think it just got old that you were a one-man wrecking crew taking on a million Nazis. So with Call of Duty, you had yourself, and then you had some guys running with you. Now, I know not every mission was you had people with you, but it was just something really cool. And when that first came out, I was an original player of Call of Duty. And then Call of Duty came out, and Call of Duty 3 came out, which was fantastic. Then Call of Duty 4, we all know, was Modern Warfare. And then Call of Duty 5 went back to World War II for World at War. And it was fantastic. I loved World at War. Me and my oldest boy, we played that so much, and you could play two players for the story mode, which was awesome. And we did it over and over and over, and even the multiplayer was so much fun. And then Modern Warfare, of course, and Part 2, Modern Warfare 3, and I really liked the Modern Warfare series. For me, when Black Ops came out, it was just like, okay, this is alright, and then they started getting into the futuristic crap. And they've gone so far from its roots that people just can't stand it now. Now, I know Call of Duty will always have their competitive base, and they'll have their stuff where they're going to play it no matter what. We're playing Call of Duty, and that's fine. Every game needs that. They need especially those the big games, the AAA titles that are coming out. So everybody needs that. But for us that have loved Call of Duty and watch it just dwindle away, and they've gone to the futuristic stuff, jetpacks and crazy weapons, and I think they like the multiplayer so much that they kind of neglected the story mode and all that, and they just basically got away. And if you look at Battlefield 2, Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4, brilliant, amazing games, and it's not future stuff. It's now. It's on the streets. It's urban. Blah blah blah. Just killing people and stuff. It's so much fun. And then Battlefield 1, they went back to World War 1. Now I know there was tons of us and I can't say tons of us. Tons of people that were skeptical. Even myself, I was like, I wonder. I'm going to give it a chance because Battlefield 4. Brilliant game. Played that so much. So Battlefield 1 came out, World War 1, and it is fantastic. The story mode is great. The online, of course, the multiplayer is fantastic. And so I think what happened with that is Call of Duty realized was a lot of the people kind of complained to Call of Duty and said, hey, you guys need to get your act together and get back. I know I did. I was like, crap, that's how it's done. You go back to World War I, World War II, whatever, Vietnam War, like World at War. They got to do that. So I'm not sure right now what going back to your roots is. So if that means they're going to go back to World War II, or it'd be funny if they tried to do a World War I one. That would just be crazy. But even the Vietnam War again, but just give us something. Go back and do a phenomenal story mode and do your multiplayer stuff. I don't really play the multiplayer anymore. There's just too many kids that are swearing at you, and it's a volatile community, and it's really annoying. And you have that in every game. I understand that, but I found it more in Call of Duty. So even if I played multiplayer, I'd keep my headset off, and I'd keep the mic out so I don't have to chat with anybody, and any goof that I do here, I just mute them. So time's gonna tell. E3's coming up in June, I believe it is. Or June or July, I forget what month it is. But either way, I absolutely love E3. Super excited for that. So we'll see what happens. I'm sure there'll be more news coming up over the next little while. We'll have a trailer, of course, because the game comes out this year. But Call of Duty, we need you to go back to your roots, literally back to your roots. I know you said it, but you didn't clarify what that meant. So that means I don't necessarily need a World War II game, though I would love to have a World War II game. It would just be so much fun. It's what we want. It's what we desire for a Call of Duty instead of the future stuff. NBA All-Star Weekend is coming up next weekend. Now, basketball is my sport. The NBA, I love it. I watch it. All-Star Weekend is my Super Bowl weekend, basically. Like the last weekend was the Super Bowl. What was I doing? I was catching up on a TV show called Suits with my wife. That's what I was doing on Super Bowl weekend. Whatever. But next week is NBA All-Star Weekend, which we have Friday, the Celebrity Game and Media Day. Saturday is All-Star Weekend. All-Star Saturday Night, which is a dunk contest, three-point contest, a whole bunch of other stuff. In the last 2 years, the dunk contest, it's been so good, and I love it. And then Sunday, of course, you have your game. Now, all this week, or last week and this week, the NBA TV channel's been showing some old school All-Star games. I'm talking like the 80s. My favorite player of all time is Magic Johnson. I absolutely love that guy, and if I could ever meet him, that would just be a dream come true of meeting Magic Johnson. But he was the man for me growing up when I was a teenager. In 92, the NBA All-Star game in 1992, he was MVP, and it was so good. And I still watch that game today. But I love the NBA weekend. So yeah, watching the old NBA All-Star games, there was one thing I noticed, and I think it was like 86, 87, 88. I watched all three of those, and those games were rough. I'm talking flagrant fouls and elbows and dunking on people and like getting sour. And I was extremely impressed with that, because nowadays you don't really see that, and you're not allowed to be. You can't be like that in today's game. And sometimes they do, like last night against our Golden State Warriors versus OKC. Like that got a little rough, and that got some nasty stuff going on. But I'm talking all-star game where everybody comes together, have some fun. No way they want the bragging rights of winning. There was Dominique Wilkins, Magic, and Michael Jordan, Isaiah Thomas, all of these legends, and they were throwing down. Now, I have a friend in Jersey, a coworker in New Jersey who works for the same company I do. And her and her husband, they get to go to the Hall of Fame. Every year, the NBA induction ceremony, they get to go. And for like the last 4 years, she sent me some stuff from the induction. And I'm going to show you two things that are so fantastic. In 2015, all right, that was 2 years ago, of course. What they have a picture of everybody who is inducted into the Hall of Fame, and what they do is they get everybody to sign it, all the people, if they're still alive, of course. Now look at this. I'm going to show you this. Let's start right here. Get some Lisa Leslie right there. Look at their signatures. Let's try to get a little closer. Spencer Haywood, come on. There we go. So start back over here. Now look at this. This is phenomenal. I even get some Dikembe Mutombo right there, which is awesome. Yeah, this blew my mind. This is the first time she sent me that. This was incredible. So it has all their signatures, and she sends it in the mail, so it gets a little bit damaged, but it's still awesome. Look at this, from 2016. Now, 2016 had my second favorite player of all time is Shaq. I watched him in college. I watched his whole career, and I still watch him today with Shaqting the Fool, all of that stuff. But she sent me the program, which was cool. Now, each one of this stuff, she sends me the basketball cards too. So it's a special Panini. Come on now, let's focus. The brand of basketball cards is Panini, and they're a reputable company. The cards are really good, so they're only a limited edition, which is awesome. So I get that. So for last year's, which I just showed you that, she sent me the exact same thing. Now, if you know anything about basketball, look at this. if you look at this bottom corner, look at that, Panini 1 of 200. So I've got the number one that they sent. You can see a little nick on the corner, which kind of sucks. But there it is, the Big Diesel Shag Daddy. I love this. This is so impressive. We've got, even at the end there, so Yao Ming. We got some Yao Ming in there, which makes this extra valuable too. This guy's crazy. And the only sad thing is we're missing one signature. And right there, boom, Allen Iverson. Now, the thing with Allen Iverson is he's a rebel, and he still is a rebel. And he decided not to show up for the signing, which really sucks. So, if there's one out there that has his signature, you know it's fake, because he didn't show up for the signing of all of that stuff, but everybody else did, which was really awesome. So these are like my pride and joy. I have a whole bunch of basketball cards, and I have all of that stuff. I used to collect hockey cards, and I still have a bunch, but basketball, man, I just love basketball. So next weekend is NBA All-Star Weekend. That's what I'll be doing, is watching that and paying attention to it, and I'm just going to have a good time. I love NBA All-Star Weekend. So here's the last thing I want to talk about, something I'm going to add to these Let's Connect videos. Since I'm Canadian, we have some funny commercials, some funny history, stuff like that, and I want to show you one of these commercials that I grew up with when I was a kid, and it's the Canadian House Hippos. Now, as funny as that sounds, let me know if you've ever seen this. It's a 1-minute video commercial, and we'll talk about it when you get back. Check this out.
It's nighttime in a kitchen just like yours. All is quiet. Or is it? The North American house hippo is found throughout Canada and the eastern United States. House hippos are very timid creatures and are rarely seen, but they will defend their territory if provoked. They come out at night to search for food, water, and materials for their nests. The favorite foods of the house hippo are chips, raisins, and the crumbs from peanut butter on toast. They build their nests in bedroom closets, using lost mittens, dryer lint, and bits of string. The nests have to be very soft and warm. House hippos sleep about 16 hours a day.
That looked really real, but you knew it couldn't be true, didn't you? That's why it's good to think about what you're watching on TV and ask questions, kind of like you just did. A message from Concerned Children's Advertisers.
I don't know if a bunch of Canadian kids were having issues believing stuff what they saw on TV. Now, I can understand it in today's age where CG and everything just looks crazy believable. And but when I was a kid, there's some stuff that was beyond fake, and I really didn't believe a lot of things. Now, I know when the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles came out, some kids actually tried to go in the sewer to look for them. I blame parents for that one, because that's a little messed up, because they were cartoons. But the Canadian House Hippo, it was an awesome commercial. It was funny if you look back on it now, but it was basically all telling the kids that everything you see on television isn't real. Even though this commercial actually looked kind of real, so I'm not exactly sure when it came out, but that's part of the Canadian history of television and commercials, and something that I grew up with as a kid, and hopefully you guys found that amusing. Every week I'm going to try to do something, take a little, those of you that aren't Canadian, I know I have some American followers, and those of you in the UK, and there's some other places too, and hopefully you guys enjoyed that. But yeah, for gaming news, basically it was just all Call of Duty this week. So next week coming for videos, I have One Coin, One Credit. Episode 2 is going to come out tomorrow. Looking forward to that. And then Isaac wanted to do some Happy Wheels videos. So we filmed an hour yesterday of Happy Wheels, so I'll bring out a video of that. And I need to come up with an idea of what to do for old school retro gaming. I need to do a video for that in a series, because we just finished The Legend of Zelda and I haven't done anything since. So I may even get back into Super Mario 64, but we'll see. I'm feeling something shorter than just that, because I know we have a whole lot more to do on Super Mario 64. So, but yeah, if you have any ideas or any comments or anything you like on there, let me know what your thoughts on the Canadian House Hippo. I'd appreciate that. Leave a like, comment, and if you're new here, subscribe to the channel. We're almost at 800, so we're on the road to 1,000. That's where I want to get to this year. That's my small goal. And the big goal, of course, is to 100 million subs, which will happen. But we'll see. Anyways, that's it for now. My name is Paul. You guys take care.
Oh, but I don't want to play.
You don't want to play this?
Oh! Okay, if I don't get knives in, you know. No!
Oh. You heard it here, folks. Puberty at its finest.
Oh man, okay, wait. I didn't know I could do that. Holy
What?
crap.
Squeal?
Yeah!
Oh my god.